What's good, San Antonio? Today we're on the west side, just 30 minutes from downtown, checking out another property in Megan's Landing. I've actually gotten quite a few requests from clients as well as you guys wanting to see other models in this neighborhood, so I'm definitely gonna deliver. Today we're checking out one of their inventory homes by Perry. But before we get inside, if you're new to the channel, my name is Quentin Starks and I'm gonna be your realtor for the next few minutes. If you can do me a huge favor, go down below and drop a like on this video. It truly does help support this channel. And if you don't wanna miss out on anything when it comes to the Central Texas real estate market, we encourage you to subscribe. But without further ado, let's go check out this gorgeous property. Okay guys, so this is gonna be one of Perry's inventory homes here in Megan's Landing. This is gonna be just over 3,200 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath. It is gonna be obviously on that half-acre lot. And it's probably a little oversized just because we are on the corner. So with that being said, you might have a little bit more than a half-acre. You have a nice little J drive going on here with 2 garages, which is always amazing. So you have a third bay over here on the left with a traditional 2-car over there. Really nice configuration, awesome aesthetic. So we have that contemporary vibe going on and the colors are amazing. So we have that, natural stone with the stucco. And then as we approach the front door, we will see that you do have a double French door in the front that is, wood with the glass accents. Amazing, amazing work by Perry. And then as we open into the property, it kind of enters into this like rotunda vibe. So I actually kind of like that. You don't really see that too often in newer builders, but nonetheless, on the left, kind of like what we always see, you do have an office space that faces the front. I love how they put 4, can lights in here. Gives it a lot more light than if they were to just put one single fixture. So really nice little office there in the front. And then to the right is going to be your formal dining. And they did put a tray ceiling in here, which is cool. Love that light fixture. And then again, right off the front of those 2 double doors. Honestly, I love this. You have a bunch of light from those doors, a lot of light from that window, and then this window brings in a bunch of light to the property as well. So really love the start of this property. If we go straight, we'll get into the heart of the home, but before we do that, let's go check out the secondary bedrooms. And then obviously the secondary bathroom. So nice single vanity. You have the tub shower combo in here, which is always nice for a guest or kid's bathroom. Nice little laundry room as well. So obviously you have the washer dryer on the right. You have some hanging space as well as some storage. And then on the left, they give you an outlet with a little kick out for an appliance. Through this 8-foot door, we will have some storage opportunity. That's one thing that's underrated by some builders. They don't put enough storage in their new homes. I don't know why they do that, but they just end up not putting a bunch of closets. But this specific home does have a bunch. And while we're speaking of closets, let's go check out this bedroom's closet. Nice little walk-in, bunch of space in there. And again, all the doors really on the interior are gonna be 8-foot doors. So really nice designs there. And then tucked over in this section, that is the 2-car garage access. This is your nice little mud bench here. And Perry does do, multiple water heaters if need be. So a home of this size will have 2 water heaters, will have 2 HVAC units, and you will have an irrigation system on the property. Again, it's only gonna be the last 30 feet of the property, in which we'll see here in a second, as well as the side and front yard. So love what Perry has done in this neighborhood. As we go through here, we'll get to your nice little butler's pantry. So some nice storage up top and down below. And then you have all this prep space as well, which is amazing. And then we have our traditional pantry right here on the right. And this thing is pretty good size. So bunch of storage for your food there. And then we enter right into the kitchen. So look at that island. I love when they do this. They do the full cabinet all the way around. That is extra storage for one, and for two, it just looks a lot better than if it were to just be drywall, which, you're buying a home for the aesthetic as well. So I do love when they do that. They did put those nice pendant lights. And if you look up, there's just a plethora of just lights. So you have a bunch of can lights just really brightening up the space, and then the undermounted cabinet lights. And in this one, they elected to do those awesome glass panes. So you do have lights inside of some of the cabinets as well. Typically, the fridge does not convey unless we negotiate for that. So it depends on what you want in the property, but that normally doesn't convey. You do have all the built-in appliances, double oven with the microwave. On the island, you do get a dishwasher. Speaking of the island, again, it's wrapped in cabinets, but it is a two-tone look. So you do have the gray with the white countertop there, and then this back wall is the white on white. When we're talking about cabinets, you do have these J-Craft custom cabinets, so they're built on site, which is always amazing. Love the drawers that they did there. And they even wrapped that vent hood, which is always appreciated, just always appreciated. Nice little backsplash going on here. But keep in mind, right, Perry is one of those semi-custom builders. So if you don't like the colors in this one, you can always build from the ground up and make it your own. They have an insane amount of floor plans as well as design choices. So before we talk further about the living space, let's look at this informal dining. So you do have an opportunity to put a nice little four-seater, maybe a round table right here for the informal dining needs. But again, you always do have the island with some seating room. Also have this nice little game room tucked in the back, or flex space. So cool little tray ceiling, a crazy amount of windows. You have 4 on this wall facing the back of the home, with 2 more over there. And then just look at the size of this room. Down here is going to be your pre-wire for surround sound. So you do have those white plates allowing you to put speakers in here if you did want to make this a media room. But I could see myself doing exactly that. Nice little projector there, good sized couch over here, and watching the games and fights on the weekends. That is my go-to when I'm not showing homes, obviously. But nonetheless, over here is going to be the in-law suite. And of course, the reason I say that is because it does have an attached bathroom. A lot of my clients do need an in-law suite because maybe their parents are a little bit older and they take care of them, or right, they have an older child that is maybe in their late teens or early to mid 20s that needs their own space and privacy. So this is perfect for them. And you can always use it as a guest bedroom for when people do come from out of town. Let's look at this living space now. So living floats right here into the kitchen. Great opportunity for entertainment. Good sized living space. If you've been to the channel before, I say this all the time. I wish they put a sectional, because I truly do. Nice little L going this way, facing the fireplace and that back wall. And while we're on the subject of the fireplace, nice little fireplace going on there. You can either do gas or wood burning in this neighborhood, which is awesome. And just a great space. But before we go to the primary, let's go check out this back patio and backyard. So definitely a nice oversized patio going on here. They did elect to put obviously some lights, but also pre-wire for a ceiling fan. With the elevation or the topography back here, you do get a nice little railing going all the way around. But look at this lot. Again, it is a corner lot, so you have some additional space on the sides. And again, they only saw 30 feet to the back, so you will have some natural kind of debris, trees, all that good stuff back there. But my clients honestly love that. They want to buy here because they want that rural feeling with a luxury home. And quite literally, especially with there not being any privacy fences, you get deer that walk right behind your lot. I've even had people put deer feeders back there, and then the deer will literally just stay there forever. So really nice feature in my opinion. And while we're talking about the spacing, this is obviously your next door neighbor. You probably have 30 or so feet between your neighbors. That's typically why a lot of my clients do end up buying in this neighborhood. They want the opportunity of not being stacked on top of their neighbor. So obviously that is a key feature to this neighborhood, right? The half-acre lots, and you get that all at relatively a pretty good price. I mean, $725,000 for this property. It's been heavily reduced, and most of the inventory in this neighborhood is in the exact same boat. So whether this particular floor plan works or you want to explore your options, obviously do not hesitate to reach out like I mentioned. We would love to be a resource, but this is going to be the primary. So you enter there. I would envision where I'm at being the bed with the TV on that wall. I think it just works the best, but you guys go down below and let me know what you guys think. Really, really good size space. And if we look up, we have some elevation in here, which is always appreciated. You have the two double doors going into the primary bath. But before we talk about that, that is going to be the second HVAC unit control panel, which is obviously in your primary. Dual vanities going on there, really good size, mirror as well as counter space. Tucked on the right side over here is going to be a nice little linen closet, beautiful standalone tub with a ginormous window. I actually really love how much natural light's coming in from there. You do have a niche on either side, which is awesome. And then here is going to be the primary closet. So single closet here, you have the low voltage right there, but nonetheless, a pretty good size space for your clothes. And then to the right is kind of like it almost feels like a cave, but it's gonna be your obviously your shower, right? It's tiled all the way up, and then tucked over here is a nice little bench, which is awesome. And then we have the water closet tucked in the back of the bathroom. But like always, let me give you orientation of where we're at in the property. So the primary is tucked all the way in the back over here. You have the living, the kitchen, informal dining with the guest room back there alongside the back door. And then here is the front of the home, but nonetheless, still just a awesome home by Perry. Okay guys, that is going to conclude the tour of this home in Megan's Landing. If you want all the details regarding this property as well as Perry homes in this neighborhood, go to the first link in the description and we'll send you literally everything you need to know. But if you want to see a home similar to this one, click here. And if you don't want to miss out on anything when it comes to the Central Texas real estate market, you can always just subscribe.